Their performances were all outstanding. Here are the nominees for Best Performance by an actor in a leading role.
The nominees for Best Actor are...
And here are the nominees for Performance by an actor in a leading role.
So here are the nominees for Performance by an actor in a leading role.
Or whether you will be a great country, an imperial country, a country where your sons, when they rise, will rise to paramount positions and obtain not merely the esteem of their own countrymen, but the esteem of the world.
There's no delicacy nowadays. No consideration for others. Refinement's a thing of the past.
If I failed, it would mean prison. Perhaps the guillotine.
We've been years building up the rules that we live by, and if you break them, you have to answer for it here, in our court. You cannot escape it.
I reckon that there gun shoots a mite to the right.
Where'd you learn to shoot, York?
Well, I ain't never learned, Sergeant. Folks back home used to say I could shoot a rifle before I was weaned, but they was exaggerating some.
Yeah.
I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy. Yankee Doodle do or die. A real live nephew of my Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July.
Was this the nose that launched 1,000 ships? These, my dear sir, are things you might have said had you some tinge of letters or of wit to color your discourse. But wit, not so. You never had an atom. And of letters, you need but 3 to write you down. A-S-S.
That's not the point, Cookie. The point is, what do you do with him? You tip your mitt and the Jerrys pull him out of here and plant him in someplace else like Stalag 16 or 15. Or you kill him off.
You are a very difficult woman.
Perhaps so, Your Majesty.
But you'll observe care that head shall never be higher than mine. When I shall sit, you shall sit. When I shall kneel, you shall kneel, etc., etc., etc.
At court, they offer you all sorts of things, home manors, manor houses, coats of arms. A man should go where he won't be tempted. Why not be a teacher? You'd be a fine teacher.
I will be proud to lead you wonderful guys into battle anytime, anywhere. That's all.
Excuse me, what do you mean by you, though?
So? What does that mean? Don't mean nothing.
Even you don't even know what you meant by you.
Don't mean nothing.
Joey, that meant something. You mentioned Tommy, you mentioned Sal, you mentioned you. You included you with them. You could have said anybody, but you said you and them.
100,000 Englishmen simply cannot control 350 million Indians if those Indians refuse to cooperate. And that is what we intend to achieve. Peaceful, non-violent, non-cooperation, till you yourself see the wisdom of leaving.
This was no composition by a performing monkey. This was a music I've never heard. Filled with such longing, such unfulfillable longing.
Greed for life, for money, for love, knowledge, has marked the upward surge of mankind, and greed, you mark my words, will not only save Teldar paper, but that other malfunctioning corporation called the USA.
I love you, Eileen.
And I love you, Christy.
No, I really love you. I'm glad you taught me how to speak, so I could say that.
I don't know the whole truth. I don't know what happened to her.
You're a very strange man.
You have no idea. Go babysit him. I'll take care of it.
It's okay. It's gonna be over. Well, you know what they say, we got a little bit more work to do.
That was the last song in the book, right?
You know, Fathead, it ain't never the last song. Now, Ben, follow me. Do what I do. Say what I say. This is how we're gonna do it.
Yeah, I flew home to New York, terribly distraught. But when I got to the apartment, I could see that Joe was in even worse shape than I was. He said to me, "Talk."
I am a simple man, like you. I know who you are and everything that you are. I am you.
What else do you have coming up?
Now you need something from me. What do you want me to support the queers against Prop 6? Is that it?
We prefer the term gay, Dan. Just as I'm sure you prefer the term Irish American instead of Mick.
Listen to me! Listen to you by what right? By divine right, if you must. I'm your king. No, you're not. You told me so yourself. You said you didn't want it. Why should I waste my time listening because I have a right to be, and I have a voice!
Arkansas, too, most likely. It'll be ratified. Slavery, sir. It's done.
Shake his hand, DJ. Give him a good one. Give him a good one.
If Einstein is right, if general relativity is correct, then
Yes.
universe is expanding, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so if you reverse time, then the universe is getting smaller.
All right.
So, what if I reverse the process all the way back to see what happened at the beginning of time itself?
I ain't afraid to die anymore. I've done it already.
Appeased! Good God, giving him mixed privileges before we learn! You cannot reason with a tiger when your head is in its mouth!
I'm going to be what I was born to be. A performer who gives the people what they want. Touch the heavens. Hail